Landing a job at the local theater has been one of the highlights of 2022 for me, especially considering how tough things were last year. The theater is a small, family-owned franchise that was hit pretty hard by the pandemic, so the turnouts are still quite low. But I enjoy the job a lot, even when it means working late hours on occasion. This story happened just a few weeks ago during the midnight premiere of the new Scream movie. The late shifts always felt a bit spooky, especially with rumors circulating that the theater was haunted. Nobody really knows for sure how the rumors started, but the theater was a very old building with a lot of history, so I wasn't surprised to hear the old ghost stories now and then. Around 30 minutes into the premiere, I closed the ticket booth and locked the main entrance, something we always did for the final showings. After the movie finished, most of the staff had already gone home, and my boss just stayed in his office. The night seemed to drag on forever, but eventually, around 2 a.m., people started streaming out into the hallway eager to get home. Naturally, everyone was trying to leave the theater the same way they came in, so I had to draw their attention to the exit around the back. As soon as everyone left, I closed and locked the door. The only thing left to do was to clean up the cinema, which I didn't expect to take too long since there were only a handful of people who showed up for the premiere. However, when I went inside, I was surprised to see someone wearing a black hoodie had decided to stay for the end credits. It's not too common for a horror movie, especially since everyone else was so eager to get home. Initially, I thought they had fallen asleep, but even after the credits had ended and the curtains had closed, the person was still there. As I got closer, I tried to make noise with my steps to get a reaction, but to no avail. When I asked the person to leave, I was met with an eerie silence. Trying to get a glimpse of their face, the hooded stranger turned away. Feeling creeped out, I left to get my boss, only to find the door to the back entrance open, which I was sure I had locked. I managed to lock it again before my boss noticed. When I told him about the person inside, he got irritated and asked me to deal with it. Heading back, I found the cinema empty. I checked everywhere but didn't find anyone. When my boss asked about it, I lied and told him I took care of it. But I couldn't explain what happened that night. The crazy thing is, one of the seats keeps folding down repeatedly, and it's the same place where I saw the stranger. The only person I've told about this is my friend Ben, who works with me at the cinema. After hearing the story, he seemed really confused. He went on to say that I was the only person on duty that night apart from the boss. So who was it that closed the curtains? Despite the events that unfolded that night and my increasing belief that the theater is haunted, I still show up to work every day. But I know that I will be extra vigilant and perhaps a little more prepared for the next midnight premiere, especially when it's a horror movie.